G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room. So I told you today's video was on Franken Tank, but it's actually still the same day that I recorded yesterday's video, and my wife's not home and the paint's in her car, and I feel like doing something else in the fish room because for some reason I got this motivation. I don't know where it came from, but basically I'm having a problem with the fish jumping over the dividers in the waterfall tank, but that's not our issue right this second. I want to move some filtration around because I've actually got some very special fish. You guys, if you've been playing along and listening very carefully, you know what they are. I'm referring to the Madagascan cichlids. I'm just calling them Madagascan cichlids because the actual proper name of them doesn't lie inside my brain. What was that? Did you hear that? I think the salmon-tailed catfish just decided to go flying around. That was really loud in my ears. I don't know if you heard that on camera. That was really loud. I don't even know what I was saying. Oh yeah, let me show you. Alright, so I've got my other giant sponge filter, the same as this one. So I want to put that sponge filter in this tank, which means taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sponge filters out. It's going to be a bit of a mission. Task number 1 is to cut this pipe to the same... What are you doing? I don't know what's going on here. I think the red devil and the salmon-tailed catfish are having a bit of a situation. But I got to cut that pipe and I'll be back. Alright guys, and we're ready to go. So if you didn't see me put the last one in, this is how much of a pain in the bum it is. So this piece here goes in the tank. Doesn't look very straight, but oh well. Alright, so now got to get the sponge in. How the hell did I get this in? Bam. Alright, and I know, like, you're watching me do this and go, how the hell is he going to clean that filter? I've got no idea how I'm going to clean them, so if you subscribe to my channel, you can watch me do a video in a few months' time of me cleaning these filters. And if you're a regular on this channel and you haven't seen me clean these filters in, say, like 3 months from now, call me out. Because the only way I'm going to clean these filters is probably if I get called out. And I'm not afraid to admit that. Because who would want to clean these filters? I'm not going to lie guys, I bought these as a novelty and the novelty is going to wear off really quickly. But I will say, this tank has been so clean since I put that one in there. So the fact that I'm going to have 2 in here now is ridiculous. How's that for a cut height guys? That's exactly on the water level. Really can't complain about that. What's this thing? That's like a test kit suction cup thing. Alright, so now I need to get all these filters out. It's going to be an off-camera situation because I'm going to be climbing over the pond and I have a rather expensive camera that I do not want to drop into this water. So I'll see you guys on the other side of getting them out. And also don't forget guys, as soon as I take these filters out, this tank is going to be disgustingly filthy. So take one last look at it being reasonably clean. Alright guys, so I pulled out all the old filters So that one big one is going to replace 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 filters. And so there's a strange something happening here. So there's actually 2 catfish in this tank. The weird thing about that is I didn't know that there was 2 catfish in this tank. I do not know where that one came from. I honestly do not ever remember putting that catfish in this tank. The one that's over there is like Old Faithful. He's like one of my oldest fish. He actually probably is my oldest fish that I currently own, or like the longest that I've had. No, but the one down there, I feel like that's I had one that was completely black, and I feel like that's it, but as it's got older it's got spots instead of black. I've never seen that fish in my life. Alright guys, so this is just a statement to the fact that I've got too many fish. I literally didn't even know I owned that fish. That one right there. I'm 100% not even lying to you guys. I did not know I owned that fish. Wow. Like really. Wow. Oh my god. And there's a stingray barb there. I haven't had stingrays in this tank for like over 12 months. Probably closer to 2 years. So that's my bad for not cleaning this tank properly. I might get all that crap out before I move this filter down. It's going to look nice and minimalist with just 2 sponges in it, even though they're the world's biggest sponges. Alright, so it's all set up. The tank actually didn't get too dirty from taking all them out. I think I did pretty well at like lifting them out before they messed the tank up. Don't judge my ghetto joiners. I didn't have any joiners, so I've used 4-way pieces and just like done a loop on them. Because for some reason those 4 gangs, I've literally got 20 of them, and I don't even really use 4 gangs anymore because I've got the water pipe, the air pipe up there, so I pretty much just run all singles. Oh, and I deleted this manifold. This manifold was actually there, so that's what was running all of them sponge filters. Conveniently, there was 2 air lines running into that manifold, and these 2 sponge filters, I've got 2 air lines running to them, so they're both flowing about the same rate. If anything, this one has slightly more. This tank here, actually, yeah, I think a little bit more. This one here has got like a 6mm line running to it, and then it splits to 2 4mm, so it does have a little bit more pressure. I still can't believe that catfish. And then I want to swap these filters around. I don't know, I can't really be bothered is my main issue. I really want to get my Madagascans up, so if you at the size video I mentioned them, I want to get the Madagascans here. I want to get them in better sight because they're starting to fight with each other, and I want to watch that. And I think I'm going to have to maybe start isolating some of them. If anybody knows I can't remember the name. It's like Medoro or something, and they cost me a shitload of money. So my plan is, you can actually like see them right now. They're just chasing each other. So my plan here is basically this tank's going to get divided in value. So Polini being worth nothing are going to get nothing of the tank. And I don't know the name. Should I Google it and show you? I'll Google it and show you. I'm loving it. I don't actually love Macca's, I hate it. It should be in my shorts. Go away. Should be in my short searches. because I look it up like once a week. Dum 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 dum. Tequila. Da 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 da. Ba da ba ba da ba ba ba. Da 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 da. There they are. Menarambo. Paretroplus menarambo. Paretroplus menarambo. Remember that, everyone, because I won't. Alright, so that filter needs to go in that tank. Then those filters need to go in that tank. The plan is that filter I don't really care about, can go straight up there. The filters in that tank, when they come down, I do want to wash them. It's definitely a double standard. I do want to treat this tank better than that tank, if you know what I mean. What's going on up there? Not much. Yeah, so I want to wash the filters really well. So if you look, I can't really see one. I kind of want to get this fader girl out one day. I was going to show you, oh yeah, see this Viha here, see how it's got solid red through the fins. I can't remember the name of the fins. You'd think after like 8 years of keeping fish and breeding, I would remember what each bloody fin is called. But anyway, so that red that's on that fin worries me. It's only the one. Oh, this one here maybe a bit too. But see, I don't know, I might just be overreacting, but when I'm putting fish this expensive in that tank, I am going to vigorously clean the filters. I don't think I'm going to be putting that filter in here. We're going to resort to sorting something out with these. Maybe not. I'll make a decision and then I'll let you know the decision. Wow guys, the V-heart jumpers, just then when I'm moving the filter around, they're jumping and like hitting the back wall and like bouncing across the lids, and like literally 3 jumped while I was putting that pipe in there, and then one jumped, bounced off my shoulder, literally off my shoulder, and landed in the pond, and then I just had to try catch it so it wasn't dinner. Alright, so that's one filter moved. I've got to add an airline. That box filter is staying in that tank because I can't actually fit it between this gap here. So we're gonna have to use some of this filtration for this tank. Alright guys, so now I'm just gonna clean these. The main problem with these is the bottom is actually, I was about to say the bottom is hot melt glued on. Now it's not. The plan was always to hot melt glue it, and then the hot melt glue should stay there and actually act as like a seal, or a, what's the word, like a diaphragm. So like I can just sit it together and it will stay together. The main issue I'm going to run into here is I don't have enough air lines coming to this tank. Alright guys, so I snapped my 4mm, so I'm going with a 4.5, or this might be a 4 and I usually use a 3.5. Either way, it's 0.5 bigger than what I normally use. So it is going to be risky business, but I did do a test hole in a scrap bit and it just grabs. So my plan is to put a little bit of glue on it. Now this is far from a one-handed job, but you know, one-handed challenge. How was the other day's video, guys? 10 minutes and 10 seconds I believe was the timestamp. Alright, so you're staring at nothingness because I really can't do that one-handed. I needed both. Yeah. Alright, so that, I'm not joking when I say that just grabbed. I can feel that when I was putting the airline on, it was kind of spinning. Hopefully I don't yank on this too hard at any stage. I know this is a mess up here, guys, and like, I do get a bit OCD about it, but you don't see it from the ground, you only see it from up here. And I don't know, I used to drill them like perfectly in line with each other and stuff, and then one day I just stopped. I don't know what happened. I guess it's about the time when my fish room went from all beautiful to all business, I guess. It's more business than beautiful now. When I first built this fish room, I envisioned every tank having like identical filters. I don't know what happened to that dream. I guess I could carry on with it now if I really wanted to, but these filters, they were super expensive to build. They cost me a lot of money, so I don't really see myself building them again. I don't regret them. I love them. They look cool. They're something different. I just don't think I'd build any more. It was a solid process. I put it on like 12, 13, 14, 15 tanks, and it literally took me like probably 15 to maybe 12 to 15 hours to build them, as well as how much it cost me to build them. I just wouldn't do it again, is all I'm saying. Alright guys, so I've decided I'm not going to put that sponge filter in. I'm going to go with the bucket filter, and this has got some marine pure in it, so it's a really solid filter. It's basically clay beads at the bottom. These lines suck in and these pipes come to the top, so the water actually feeds in at the top, and then these go in there like that. Lid goes on, and this is actually this is probably the single coolest filter I've ever built. It's my favourite. It's a bit of a pain in the ass to get the air out. You kind of have to take the lid off when it's in the water. Put the lid back on. Hopefully that's all the way on, and then hook it up. So I'm going to take that one out, that one out. Change of plans. Sorry filters. I really need some double adapters. And they're not double adapters, they're just joiners. Why did I use the term? I wonder if I've got some elbows. Let me go hunting. Alright guys, look, there's a beautiful tank. Alright, so we've got 1, 2, 3 filters in there. I am making the divider out of sponge, so that will end up being like is it called a matten filter? And hopefully that's adequate. I'll probably keep an eye on this tank, maybe do a couple of tests here and there, because it is gonna have my most expensive fish in it, and it's probably the most trial and error filtration I've got, which is probably not what you want for your most expensive fish. But you guys know that I've got enough knowledge to keep most expensive fish alive with most experimental filtration. If I can do it, I can do it. If anyone can do it, I can do it, I reckon. Alright guys, I think I'm going to wrap that one up there. I might cut the divider for that today, but if I do, I'm going to do it off camera, just because this video is getting so long. Well, I presume. I haven't edited it yet, so I don't actually know. You guys tell me, is it long or not? I'm pretty sure it is, because I've rambled and I've rambled and I've rambled. But anyway guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're excited to see the Madagascan cichlids thrive in a 9 by 2.5 foot tank, hit a like on the video. And if you want to subscribe for more, down the bottom there, you'll be able to see the future of these fish. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.